Hello and welcome to our channel. In today's video, we will discuss about a very important antipsychotic medicine, that is THUJA OCCIDENTALIS. So in this video, basically we will discuss about what are the three special centers of sphere of action of THUJA OCCIDENTALIS on a human body. Along with that, we will also discuss about the mental generals, that what are the mind symptoms of patient of THUJA OCCIDENTALIS. And we have made a very beautiful mnemonic for you guys to remember this medicine for permanently in your mind, so that it become easier for you to remember this medicine, that is THUJA OCCIDENTALIS. And at last we will discuss about clinical aspects of this. So let's start our today's video, that is THUJA OCCIDENTALIS. So, common name of this medicine is arbor vitae or tree of life. It was discovered by Dr. Christian Frederick Samuel Hahnemann, and it belongs to Coniferaceae family. THUJA is one of the Hahnemann's, Dr. Christian Frederick Hahnemann's greatest discoveries. He specified it as the only efficacious remedy for fig warts and gonorrhea. Hahnemann found in THUJA the antidote to the miasmatic conditions which he termed psychosis, meaning thereby the constitutional disease result from gonorrhea and having its characteristics manifestations. Now let's talk about the temperament. So it has lymphatic temperament, it's sluggish in action and perception. And the relation with heat and cold is chilly patient. And the miasm here in the background is psychosis, as it is an antipsychotic medicine. So as we all know that THUJA is a king of antipsychotic remedies. So now, as you can see here on the screen, we have provided a picture of different potencies which are made by THUJA OCCIDENTALIS plant after potentization. So you can see here the different potencies like 30CH, 200CH, we have CM potency, and you can also see here the mother tincture of THUJA OCCIDENTALIS, and we have ointment of THUJA OCCIDENTALIS also. So these are the various potentized medicines which are made from this plant, that is THUJA OCCIDENTALIS. Is done in homeopathy to increase the medicinal properties of that particular plant. So these are the various potencies. Now next, as you can see here on the screen, we have made a very beautiful mnemonic for remembering this medicine, that is THUJA OCCIDENTALIS. It becomes easier for you to remember this medicine with the help of this mnemonic. So let's talk about it. So as you can see here, THUJA. So here T stands for THUJA patient thinks that they are made up of glass and would break easily. H stands for they have hydrogenoid constitution. U stands for their urine is tickling in the urethra. J stands for just an antipsychotic remedy. And A stands for a nail has been driven into parietal bone of the brain of the skull. So this was all about the mnemonic. I hope you guys will like this mnemonic. In order to remember this medicine, that is THUJA OCCIDENTALIS, for permanently in your mind. Now next we will discuss about the mental generals of patient of THUJA OCCIDENTALIS, that what are the mind symptoms of patient of THUJA OCCIDENTALIS, which helps you in better selection. So let's talk about those mind symptoms, or you can say mental generals. So, THUJA patient has fixed ideas, and this is a striking phenomenon which reminds us of this drug, that is THUJA. Patient thinks that a strange person is at his side and the soul and the body are separated. He thinks that he is under the control of some superhuman natural being. And he says that something alive is moving in the abdomen. And the patient thinks that the body, especially the limbs, are made up of glass and they would break easily. And he said the lower limbs are made up of wood, and the sensation comes particularly whenever the patient walks in urethra. And the patient said that flesh was bitten and scraped from the bones. He says that as if a nail has been driven into the parietal bone, there is a convex button which was pressed on the head, and the music is unbearable for the THUJA occidentalis patient. It causes her beep, just like another medicine like aconite, napalus, graphite, savina, natrum carbon, natrum sulf. There is slowness and sluggishness which prevails all over the mental sphere. The patient is highly forgetful, and there is a loss of memory. He is unable to concentrate. So this was all about the mental generals, that what are the mind symptoms. So based upon which you can select this medicine, that is THUJA occidentalis, while prescribing this medicine to your patient. So this was all about the mind symptoms. Now next, the basic topic of this presentation. Now we will talk about that. So what are the three special centers of sphere of action of THUJA occidentalis on human body? Basically here we are talking about sphere of action. So now we will discuss about them one by one. So let's start. So the first special center of sphere of action of THUJA occidentalis is on skin. So THUJA was Dr. Hahnemann's great remedy for psychosis, that peculiar poison whose characteristic action is shown upon the skin and the mucous membrane by the formation of fig warts, and condylomata, which is a combination of syphilis and gonorrhea. THUJA produces on the skin generally and on the anus particularly warty and tubercles. The fig is especially interesting as showing how the drug acts in the same direction as the disease. A woman had 4 horny and painful warts on her hands of 3 years standing, and after taking from 6 to daily for a month, first one and then another crop of new but painless warts appeared on the hand, and after leaving off the drug, these soon disappeared, and the old ones vanished simultaneously, leaving her hands quite free. According to Dr. Boning Hassan and others, have thought that THUJA has some specific action in smallpox, even as so to prove prophylactic against it, as belladonna against scarlatina. More evidence seems required here, but there is no doubt that THUJA has proved curative of grease in horses, which may partake of the same nature of the vaccine and variola. So this is how THUJA occidentalis acts upon skin. So this was all about the first special center of sphere of action of THUJA occidentalis, that is on skin. Now the second special center of sphere of action of THUJA occidentalis is on the sexual organs of male and female. Yes, we are talking about here reproductive organs and their mucous membranes. So we will talk about them. So THUJA produces inflammation of the prepuce and glans, warts, tubercles, ulcers in the female acrid, leukorrhea, retarded menstruations, fig warts, and condylomata. According to Dr. Wolf, he says it produces irritation of the mucous membrane of genital organs, extending itself over all these organs, changing the naturally mild secretions into one of an acrid, corroding, and infectious quantity. The Austrian probings, which are entirely confirmatory of Hahnemann's, shows that the main action of THUJA is on the genitourinary organs, with the anus and on the skin. It causes copious and frequent urination, burning in several parts of the mucous tract, pain of various kinds in the penis, inflammation of the prepuce and glans, ulcers, tubercles, with itching and profuse sweating, and in females, leukorrhea. Dr. Hahnemann recommended it as the most homeopathic remedy for non-syphilitic form of venereal disease, which he called psychosis. His attention was also drawn to the condylomatous excrescences, or you can say fig warts, just like a cauliflower growth. So this was all about the second special center of action of THUJA occidentalis, that is on the sexual organs of male and females. Now next, our last special center of sphere of action, that is on blood and serum. Now let's talk about it. So dissolution of all the fluids of the body, which becomes very acrid. The acridity is probably caused by THUJA perverting the lymphatic secretions. According to Dr. Wolf, he says, it disturbs digestion and sanguification. There is a tendency to destruction, dissolution of the fluids and the whole organism. So this was all about the last center of sphere of action, that is blood. So how THUJA occidentalis acts upon the blood we have discussed here. So now next we will discuss about the clinical aspect, that what are the conditions, what are the signs and symptoms, and what are the disease where you can apply this medicine, so-called THUJA occidentalis. Now we will talk about that. So basically here we will talk about the clinical part. That is, what are the clinical applied in various conditions with zero side effects and with 100% permanent treatment, permanent cure. So let's talk about those conditions where you can use this. So it can be used in distended abdomen, secondly in angina pectoralis, thirdly in case of asthma, next in cancer, next in condylomatous condition, next in constipation, next in convulsions, and next in case of gonorrhea in female, next in epilepsy, next in headache, and very importantly, it is a chief medicine which is used in case of PCOD, which is called as polycystic ovarian, whether it's a rheumatoid arthritis or it's osteoarthritis. So it can be applied in any condition of rheumatism. Next, it can be applied in case of any kind of urinary problems. Next, it can be applied in case of hemorrhoids, or you can say piles. So these are the various conditions where you can apply this medicine, that is THUJA occidentalis. So that's all. So in this video we have discussed about 3 special centers of sphere of action of THUJA occidentalis on human body. After that we have discussed about the main symptoms of THUJA occidentalis patient. with the help of which not. And next we have discussed about a very beautiful mnemonic for which we have made for you guys to remember this medicine for permanently, so that it becomes very much easier for you to remember this medicine, that is THUJA. And lastly, we have discussed about the clinical aspects, that what are the conditions, what are the disease, and what are the signs and symptoms where you can apply this medicine successfully. So that's all for today. See you guys in our next video. Till then, stay connected with us for more videos like this. Don't forget to subscribe and comment below. Stay safe, stay healthy, and don't forget to meditate and exercise daily, at least for 1 hour. And yes, thanks for watching our video.